All right. Hi, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving Day, the day that all turkeys dread. And sorry, turkeys, but you taste really good.
At the light, turn left onto Alberta Road.
Oh, shoot. I forgot the voice is on my map. I am on my way up to the mountains to spend Thanksgiving with some of my family.
Continue for 6 miles.
Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. And I got a new phone. I signed up for a T-Mobile account. I'm gonna be switching all my phone stuff over to T-Mobile because Elon announced yesterday that the FCC has okayed his T-Mobile and Starlink connection thing. I don't quite understand all of that, but he got the okay, he got the go yesterday. And I had gotten my T-Mobile phone about a month ago, but I hadn't been using it a lot because it's a different type of phone, and I just didn't feel like learning it, which was how lazy is that. But now I've got to learn it, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to take a video and upload it in a place where I have limited internet, which when I get up to my family's house, that's what I'm going to be experiencing. And I'm also going to help them figure out whether Starlink would be good for them up there. The one house I know for sure will be good. The other house for the other family member, we're not sure. See all that smoke? That came out of a diesel truck. Whew. So, I'm going to help them figure that out. Have some yummy Thanksgiving turkey and mashed potatoes, and I'm bringing a salad, and I forgot to buy mushrooms for the salad, darn it. But I'm bringing the green salad, and I'm bringing the finger foods, horse's ovaries, hors d'oeuvres. I think now they actually call it charcuterie board. And I don't know if a charcuterie board is just meats and cheeses or whether it includes all kinds of stuff. So who knows? But that's what I'm bringing. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups now. And I haven't even been drinking. Just hiccups. So that's what I'm bringing today. And I hope we have sweet potatoes. If not, I'll make some this week at home. So I'm on my way up to the fam. What phone phone did I get? I think what I got was the one up higher than the kind of phone I had before. But I did notice, which was a Motorola G-Style 2022. And the G-Style is not 5G, as far as I know. And they call it the G-Style because it came with the stylus. But this new phone does not have a stylus, which I didn't use the stylus that much anyway. But I called it the G-Style just because I shortened the name in order to name the phone. But, so I got a Motorola G 2024 5G. Motorola 5G 2024. I think. Isn't that stupid? I don't remember now what kind of phone I got. Unless it was the Samsung one. I don't know. But it's got not quite the camera that I had on my other phone, which I really, really liked, because it could pick up really low light, and that was nice. So we'll see how this looks. I did upload a real short video at my Sherry the Secretary YouTube channel, because I forgot I hadn't signed in to the Desert Rest channel yet on this phone, and so I'll have to get that all signed in, and then I'll be uploading to both. I hadn't even thought about uploading to Sherry the Secretary. And then I also got a Rumble account. Yes, G-Bear, I am following your lead. I'm copycatting you. I noticed on Rumble, it looks like it's a lot easier to get monetized. So, that's pretty interesting. I don't remember up here which way I go to get on the freeway. We'll see when we get up here. But, so Rumble, Desert Rest NV on Rumble, Desert Rest NV on YouTube, and Sherry the Secretary on YouTube. And then I have my DesertRestNV.com website where my blog is. So I'm just kind of becoming the media person. Not really, because I don't know how to use half of it. But I'm gonna put this window up back here. So I hope this phone is not focusing on the water spots. Well, I know I need to get over a lane. I'm pretty sure. Haven't been up to this area in a while. There's the train tracks and the Citrus Heights siding. still got homeless people living down there. We're up near the Roseville train yard. And it looks like Walmart is closed. Good for you, Walmart. I'm glad. Everybody in the United States should have Thanksgiving and Christmas Day off. I believe that sincerely, because those 2 days are, oh, and Easter, because those days are family days, and probably Memorial Day, oh, and Labor Day. So that's like 5 days. Everybody should have those off. So let's see up here which way I have to go to get on the freeway. Now, slow down, folks. You'll get there. Looks like, oh, here comes another speed racer. Should I pull in front of him? Nah. That'd be out of spite. That would probably be. I wouldn't. I'd earn some karma that's not so good if I did that. Oh, darn it. I thought they'd move up. Come on, move up a little bit. Not here in the middle of the road. So here I am, driving. I've got about an hour's drive up to cool California. Yep, and it is spelled C-O-O-L.
In 1,000 feet, use the right lane to take the I-80 East ramp to Reno.
Okay. Forgot to turn volume down.
Use the right lane to take the I-80 East ramp, then merge onto I-80 East.
Okay. Merging. There we go. Merging onto the I-80 East. Buddy. Okay, we're all merged. So I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving this year. Spend it with some of my family. In the mountains and see their pond. They have property, you know, up in the forested area, and most people have a big old pond for 2 or 3 reasons. Just because it's so cool. Everybody loves a pond. You can have fish in it. You can fish out of your own pond. You can, if the fires come through, you've got water storage. If you have a problem with your water, you've got water storage. And it's just so pretty. So, there's another reason why I'm going to have a pond in Desert Rest. Water storage, fire suppression, fish, and ducks. So that'll be nice to see the family. I hope everyone gets to spend Thanksgiving with either family or friends. Nobody should spend holidays alone. I've spent a few lately alone, and it's
Head northeast
difficult.
on I-80 East.
Okay, lady, you're gonna have to be quiet. But I think that's what's helped contribute to some of the depression I've been suffering the last couple of years. And you know, so if you find yourself, and I have realized this now, and I should have done it, but you know what? Pride gets in the way. Pride and embarrassment and things like that. And the only reason I spent Thanksgiving alone is because I did not ask anyone if I could spend Thanksgiving with them. There are plenty of people in my life that I could have asked that would have been happy to have me over. Well, I hate to say that. That probably sounds a little arrogant. But no, I do believe they would have been happy to have me spend, you know, not have to spend Thanksgiving alone. You know, if they'd have found out that I was spending it alone, they would have invited me. So, that's my bad. And then I also could have spent the time volunteering. I used to do that, and I think when I get up to Desert Rest, I'm going to volunteer more. Town is close enough where if I'm not hosting a Thanksgiving, then I can go volunteer and serve Thanksgiving meals. So that's going to be something to look forward to. So please don't spend the holidays alone. as you choose, and if you choose to, then you're not allowed to whine about it later. And I did. I whined about it later. But now I realized I chose. That was my choice. Something I've said before, T.D. Jakes said, if you don't make a change, then you've made a choice. And that's true. So, ooh, that's an interesting machine. I guess that's a snow, what do you call those? It's like a ski-doo, but it's a snow-doo. I don't know if you call them snow-doos, but that's a machine for the snow. So they look like they're going to have a lot of fun. I've been going to these classes lately, and I'm not going to advertise them too much right now because I haven't finished the class, and I'm still a little bit on the fence about recommending it to people. But if you need some serious prayer, then I recommend you find this group. And it's schm.org. And it's Sacramento I don't remember what SCHM stands for. But if you need some serious prayer and you are at your wit's end, in a terrible place in your life, check out that group. Now the classes are not for everyone. And so that's why I'm not going to recommend the classes right now. Better watch my speed here. Because, it all depends on the person. But if you need prayer and you're at your wit's end, I do recommend contacting this group. Especially if you're in the Sacramento area. They will do Zoom prayers and things like that. But the prayer, I think, works better if you can be in person. Now, the prayers that I have experienced were all through Zoom. And it has been incredibly powerful for me. And I have to thank everyone who's a part of SCHM. I hope I'm saying it right. And part of my prayer group, and my prayer leader, and my group leader. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was heading into some major physical issues. And through that prayer, it's healing prayers. And through that prayer, healing prayers. I've turned around I'm not going to say 100% because I am not 100%. I'm still working through it. But, and I'm sure I have other issues that I have to work on. And I will be making some prayer appointments. I just have to figure out when will be best and how I'm going to go about it, because I'm trying to get it all done before March. And if you haven't heard yet, the move to Desert Rest has been rescheduled for March. My goal is now March 2025, and that's okay. We'll talk about that in a little while. But, I've been having trouble with arthritis in my hands and numbness and lack of strength and all kinds of issues in my hands, and it was getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And through kind of 3 sessions, healing prayer sessions, my left side is almost normal. I actually went deaf in my left ear. On my honor, I was deaf for about a week in my left ear. And it was crazy. It was the scariest thing I'd ever experienced. Well, no, not really. But it was, I thought, oh my gosh, is this going to be permanent? And it wasn't. And it was stress from Desert Rest, the move, and realizing the move is not going to happen in the time frame that I wanted it to, and I'm hoping it would. And all kinds of different things. Going back 5 or 6 years. So, a lot of it is very personal. And that's the beauty of these healing sessions, is that it's totally confidential. And these people know what they're doing when you get into a healing prayer session. It's nothing weird, or anything like that. But it is just, you need to be honest, and you need to have a connection with Jesus. I don't know if it's with just a higher power. Okay, I need to get off one of these ABC. I need 49 north. Now that I should have volume, yeah. But, they are
In
Christian.
600 feet, merge onto I-80 East.
Oh, I guess I should have stayed on the 80. That's okay. It'll get me through.
In 400 feet,
I
turn
just
left
went
onto
to
Lincoln Way.
Auburn.
At the light, turn left onto Lincoln Way.
Okay. I am now in Auburn. We're looking at Auburn City Hall. And look, they have a sign right there. It says, Happy Holidays. That's what I love about small town America. You know, Sacramento has plenty of signs all along the freeway.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto High Street, Lincoln Way.
No, I don't think I'm gonna do that. And look at the decorations, yay!
At the light, turn left onto High Street, Lincoln Way. Head east on Lincoln Way toward High Street, then turn left onto High Street, Lincoln Way.
Oh. Look at all the pretty decorations.
Continue for 3 miles.
I love that nursery right there. If I go to that nursery, I spend way too much money. If you live in this area, and you're around during their, they have a wine festival here in Auburn. And, it's a little pricey.
Continue
but
on California 193 East for 2 miles.
But take part in it. It's fun. It's like a wine tasting. It's like the Big Crush in Amador County. It's a wine tasting weekend. Oh, that's Bart. Hey, Bart. Oh, I didn't catch his phone call. I forgot to text to say I'm on my way. So now I'm on the 49 out of Auburn. There's the Auburn State Recreation Center and the river is right down the hill. So if you get dizzy, might not want to watch this part. But I'm going to continue with these prayer appointments because it is getting down to the bottom of some of my emotional issues, and something that I realized about myself is, well, I knew I stuffed my emotions. Bart.
Jay,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm on the 49. I just left Auburn. I'll be there in however long it takes me to get there from here.
Okay. Just worrying about you, and we'll get right go from there. All right?
Okay. All right.
Are you going to be here in a little bit?
Yeah. I can't see the GPS right now, but I mean, how long does it take to get from Auburn to you guys?
Oh, 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
You'll be here, and we appreciate the warning. Be careful, be safe, and
I will.
we're looking for you. Okay?
All right. Love ya.
All right.
All right. Bye. That was my cousin. I forgot to text him and say I'm on my way. He's the one who he watches out for me. I always know he's got my back. He used to babysit me when I was little. So he
In a quarter
doesn't.
mile, turn right to stay on California 193 East, California 49 South.
He doesn't let me get away with anything. But what I was saying is I always knew I stuffed my emotions. But I'm starting to realize why.
Take the next right to stay on California 193 East,
Can
California
you see
49
the
South.
river down there from here? I can't turn the phone to show.
Continue
to show
on
you
California
how pretty
193
it
East
is.
for 4 miles.
But these,
Head southeast on California 193 East, California 49 South toward Quarry Trail.
you just said
Continue
that.
on California 193 East for 3 miles.
I know I did say stuff my emotions and not deal with them, but these prayer meetings will show me why and help me get through it, because it is not good to not deal with your emotions. And that's what I've
Continue
been
on
doing
California
most of my
193
life,
East for 3 miles.
is not dealing with my emotions. So I just stuff them, and then I just move on. And that's not good. And it's going to be really tough, because I'm going to have to feel some stuff that I don't want to feel. But it's better that I do. So it's going to be difficult. And these classes are also teaching me, oh, there was teaching me how to deal with it myself too. So not only do I, go for the healing prayer session, but I can also get to the point where I can walk myself through my own prayer session, and my own prayers will be much more powerful, which is really awesome. Thank you, Lord. And it's bringing me closer to God and closer. My walk with Jesus is closer than I have been. Well, there's a bump. If you get car sick, I don't know if you're gonna want to watch this next 15 minutes of video, because I am in a windy, windy canyon. Just everybody stay over on your own lane over there. So I've been doing that, taking part of these classes. Then another thing I wanted to let you know, and I did kind of announce it before, but the move is not going to happen until the spring.
Head southeast on California 193 East, California 49 South toward Jeep Trail.
Jeep Trail. Whatever. I think these switchbacks are making GPS think that I'm making turns. That's too funny. I'm gonna clean my windshield a bit. There's a little bit better. So, yeah. I wanted to be out there by now. But I was talking to the neighbor and G-Bear of G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways on YouTube, and a couple other people, and they all convinced me that moving out there right now, because I'm not totally set up and ready for winter, is a bad idea. And I get it. I was fighting it. I was fighting it seriously. You know, because here I've been telling people for 2 years that March, you know, was going to be
in a quarter mile, turn left onto California 193 East.
My goal, or last spring actually. Then it moved into summer and all kinds of stuff. And now, so here's the town of Cole, so don't blink. What happened to my map? Oh, I know, because the phone call.
Head east on California 193 East toward Ellinghouse Drive. Continue on California 193 East for 9 miles.
Okay. Oops, sorry about that, everybody. and so they convinced me that it was a bad idea to move out there.
Head east on California 193 East toward Cherry Acres Road.
I am. That's what drives me crazy about that voice. That's what I'm doing. And I was stressing about it so bad because I had promised, I had announced it, and I felt like I was failing. And once I admitted to myself that it was a bad idea, I realized that God had been prompting me about the same thing, and I'd been ignoring it. You know, because you get into the mode when God, you know, gives you instructions, then you take off and go, okay, I got this, thanks. And then not until, you know, something goes wrong, do you go back to God and say, okay, what happened? How come it's not going the way it's supposed to? How come, you know, how come all of the things that I've been working toward aren't working? Well, it's because I said, okay, God, thanks, I got this. Ooh, that was a nice
Head east on
Chevelle.
California 193 East toward Genevieve. Continue on California 193 East for 7 miles.
Okay. And it's because I hadn't been going to God every single day. I took it back and I took it over. So, there you go. So now, I am, every day I get up, my daily prayer is, what do you want me to do today? Instead of, before I go to bed at night, I make my list of things I need to get done. So, I mean, my good night prayers could be, okay, Lord, what is my list of things to do tomorrow? But then again, that's to make me happy, because I like to have my list of things to do, done the night before. So when I get up, I know what I'm gonna do that day, or at least what I'm going to, whether I get to sleep in or not. So there's that. So that's something that I have learned in the last few weeks, or relearned, been reminded of, you know. Anybody who's been a Christian as long as I have should already know this. But, you know, we get stubborn, we get complacent, we get our own pride comes back, you know. And for me, I know the last 20 years when I've been single, I have been taking care of myself, you know, not living with anybody and learning how to be a single person. You know, the kids are grown, not married anymore. Been by myself. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch for my turn because I do miss it almost every time. But I want to turn off the voice for this last bit. Just out of privacy issues. So I have to watch real close. So I hope that helps someone else who is also learning how to be single. You know, this time of my life, the last 20 years, is the first time ever in my whole life that I have lived alone. There's a little cemetery right there. I never noticed that before. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever lived alone. I went from my parents' house to being married, which that turned out really bad. That was a stupid mistake. But I had Nicholas. I had my older son. So it wasn't that bad. And so then I went back to my parents for 6 or 8 years. So I wasn't, you know, raising my son alone. I was a working single mom, but I wasn't alone. I was lucky. And then I went from that to being married again. So I moved from my parents' house to having a place with my husband and child. And then 20 years ago, that all fell apart. And I ended up living alone. And for the first 2 or 3 years, I wasn't alone. Tanner, my youngest, was living with me until he got married. So it's really been like 15 years that I've been all by myself. that old. Okay, my turn's coming out.
Take the next left onto Longview Lane. Head east on California 193 East, Georgetown Road toward Macleod Trail. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Liquid Amber Lake.
So I have spent the last 15 years living alone in my own place, all by myself, learning how to truly be single, not having anybody else that I have to take care of. And when you've been a caregiver all your life for 60 years, that's what it was. You know, well, not 60, 40 years. And then there's all of a sudden nobody to care for. That's a huge transition. And it's frightening. It was for me. Wow. This has really changed a lot. It's what happens when people move in. Do I turn here? Yeah. Wow, that turn is way different. Because that is not where I should have turned. Wow, look at the berry bushes. I'm not going to have enough room to... Oh, yes, I am. Is that it? think I turned off 2 in the wrong place. Maybe that's why it looks so different. But I thought they had a sign